All right, welcome back, True Seeker. It is Thursday, March 6, 2025, and this month of March has been full of obituaries in the world of celebrity, and a lot of these have been relatively young people, people expiring earlier than, well before the average American lifespan is supposed to end. So we're going to talk about Pamela Bach. She's in the headlines, dead today. Baywatch star, once married to David Hasselhoff. They met on the set of Knight Rider back in the 80s, dead at the young age of 62. George Lowe, dead at 67. Voice actor for Space Ghost, Coast to Coast. And again, we're just going to go through how all of these deaths allude to those songs and those movies that have been made in the world of entertainment about Gematria, the killing name. Again, the practice of coding numbers into words, how learning this Kabbalistic practice sheds light on all of these headlines. The faster Pussycat singer, his wife, overboard on a celebrity cruise, believed to be dead, body still not found. Roy Ayers, he's one of the older people dead in the headlines, dead at 84. Most people won't question the death of an 84-year-old, but we're going to see what's interesting about his March 4th death in light of him being known as a jazz musician. Put out his first album in 63, dead on the 63rd day of the year. A rapper in Texas was killed along with his daughter on Monday at a car wash. This car wash thing has come up numerous times. We'll talk about what's interesting about the gematria of car wash. You know, Kawhi Leonard's father is part of the car wash fatality history. But it's a little bit harder to do his death because he's not a mega celebrity. Hard to find his exact birthday. Seems like he was more of an independent rapper. So what happened to him is a little bit more questionable, but still there's some interesting patterns there, which we'll get to. Somebody asked me to look into Lucille Bogan, whose recording name was Bessie Jackson. She was known as a dirty blues musician. It's just a reminder of how long this stuff's been going on for. Bessie Jackson, her recording name corresponded with her dying on her 132nd day of her age. I just want to bring that up to remind how long this stuff's been going on for, because we've been talking about that since forever. You might have seen that yesterday arrests were made in the 3 Kansas City Chiefs fans who were found frozen to death. That news broke on the 64th day of the year, like how these deaths happened before the Chiefs won the Super Bowl in their 64th season the same year, or the season that followed the death of Norma Hunt on June 4th, 6/4. Of course, Kansas City Chiefs in Gematria equates to 64. Big pattern with the Chiefs Super Bowls. 64. But so now here it is on the 64th day of the year, some arrests made. Go figure. I covered Sylvester Turner's death yesterday. A lot of people didn't see that because I covered it in a video that didn't have that in the title. We'll talk more about that. He is a politician in Texas, the former mayor of Houston. His death came right after the Houston Congress member was thrown out, who's now been censured by Congress, which is a empty show of symbolism and a waste of taxpayer dollars by the federal government. And we'll also talk about Trump issuing his final warning for Hamas, which might as well be for Gaza, and why, you know, this comment of hell to pay comes just before this Saturday, exactly 74 weeks into the war on 3/8. But yeah, let's go through the obituaries in the world of entertainment and just apply gematria and see what happens. So Pamela Bach, dead at 62. What's her name equal in gematria? 62. Again, I didn't record the song Gematria, the killing name. I didn't record the song Murder by Numbers by the Police, where killing's as simple as ABC is 1, 2, 3. I didn't make the Hollywood poster for Murder by Numbers, where it alludes to the gematria of murder in the words. Again, in my background, that Murder by Numbers is back there every day because we talk about these topics so redundantly. Pamela Bach has the gematria 62, like sacrifice. And there's more to it. She died yesterday. It's the news today on Thursday. So she died on 3/5, the news on Thursday, where every week it's 35 Thursday. If you're new here, there are 4 base ciphers of the English language. You want to know all 4 ciphers. It's the alphabetic order. A is 1 up to Z is 26. The reverse alphabetic order, Z is 1 back to A is 26. and both orders with numerology applied. Again, I didn't make that up either. I learned about it in a book written in 1926 by Manly P. Hall, The Secret Teachings of All Ages. You look at this system, you see that it truly is a system in operation within the English language, no doubt put into a system by the same people who gave you the calendar at the same time, which is the Jesuits. Again, at the end of the 16th century, English is standardized with 26 letters. The Gregorian calendar is implemented. But yeah, how perfect it is. She's dead on 3/5, and it's the news on 35 Thursday. So dead yesterday. Yesterday would have been the 64th day of the year. Of course, kill equals 64. There's some other things I could say about this, but not to do a number overload. From the anniversary of these two meeting, it says that these two met on the Knight Rider set. The episode was Night Racer, which occurred November 29th, 1985. That is the first of the last 33 days of the year. She ends up dying exactly 33 weeks after Hasselhoff's birthday. Of course, 33 is big number with the Masons. Masonry is based in Kabbalah. Kabbalah is where this whole thing of letters and numbers comes from. But from the anniversary of them meeting to her death is also a span of 97 days. Death equals 97 and 25. 97 is the 25th prime number. We said we got to watch out for that 97 pattern at the start of the year in 2025. It's been omnipresent. Again, this LA fires starting on the 97th day of the mayor's age. Plane crash with all the 97. There's been numerous deaths we've covered that have already had this pattern. So add another one to the 9725 club for 2025. But yeah, 62. I mean, young age, the initial headlines, not much of an explanation of why she's dead. Again, just another celebrity that matches, her name Gematria matches the age of death. George Lowe. George Lowe, the voice of Space Ghost, dead at 67. 67, very fateful number in entertainment. Blood sacrifice and human sacrifice equals 67 when you run it forwards, 86 when you run it in reverse. George Edward Lowe, his full name is 86. His more common name, George Lowe's 112. He's dead 112 days after his November 10th birthday. Born November 10th, dead March 2nd, 112 days later. George Lowe, 112. Again, over and over. Same types of things. Dead on the right date. Dead the right amount of days from their birthday. And then just something else that gets so redundant. Right at the start of the month, it was Angie Stone dead 46 years after her recording career began, when Angie Stone equals 46, like sacrifice. Again, Genesis 46 is about sacrifice. Historically, the idea of the letters and numbers in Gematria goes with the first 5 books of the Bible, the Torah. But notice, from the anniversary of his first episode, April 15th, to his death on March 2nd, exactly a span of 46 weeks, like sacrifice 46. That's also 322 days. 322 is associated with skull and bones. A secret society that identifies by the number 322. Notice his full name. George Edward Lowe has the 76, and George Lowe also has the 41, just like skull and bones equals 76 and 41. Last year in March Madness tournament, best game of the tournament was when Auburn was upset by Yale while Yale was 322 years old. We were all over it. Game was on March 22nd, 322. Huge underdog was Yale. And we said, how doesn't Yale upset on March 22nd while the school's 322 years old? If you go back and look at that box score for Auburn versus Yale, Auburn was up at halftime with 41 points. And then they got stuck on 76. They couldn't score another point after 76. It was like there was a lid on the rim. Balls just wouldn't fall down. There was one that just rolled on the rim and then somehow rolled off. Again, they use technology in these games, but yes, Yale did upset. 41 points at Auburn for half, finished with 76, and take the L. These same numbers all the time with Skull and Bones. Papa Bush was number 41. Bush Jr., the second president, both members of Skull and Bones, born on 7/6. The Georgia Guidestones came down on his 76th birthday on 7/6. Don't forget Daniel Quick Gilman also equals 76. It was also his birthday. He's the Skull and Bones member who founded the Johns Hopkins University. But yeah, what else is interesting is even from the anniversary of that show ending that he started out with The Voice, from the anniversary of that show's ending to his death was 223 days, the reflection of 322. So if you write out skull and crossbones, which is their symbol, it happens to equal 223, which is interesting. But yeah, just same patterns, same numbers we talk about all the time. I saw somebody a few months back made a video criticizing how I can connect celebrity deaths to sacrifice because I use the phrase ritual sacrifice, blood sacrifice, and sacrifice alone. Yeah, I do. And so often all of the numbers come together over and over. In the case of David Hasselhoff, his name equals 67. He's got the blood sacrifice in his name. It's his wife who's dead at 62. See if David makes it past age 67. A lot of these celebrities don't. So again, when I see people throw out these criticisms, I say, are these people just like trying to make an argument by like preying on the ignorant? Because anyone who's been here for the last 11 plus years sees how often these exact same numbers come together. It's just a broken record. I couldn't be a more broken record talking about these exact same things. The Pussycat singer's fiance. Let's see. This happened on March 3rd, old 3-3, right? And that was the 62nd day of the year. Again, sacrifice 62. It's the same day the rapper and his daughter were killed. The news broke the next day. And in a way, these stories, they almost serve as advertisements for the company. Again, as they say, all press is good press. Name recognition is everything. So you're hearing Royal Caribbean everywhere. They're on a Royal Caribbean cruise. Again, the news breaks on the 63rd day of the year that this happened on the Royal Caribbean cruise. Again, she died the day before cruise 60, or excuse me, I wrote cruise. I meant to write sacrifice. Sacrifice 62. Remember, Angie Stone, dead 46 years after her recording career began. Dead 73 days after her birthday. Her name equals 46. She was on her way to Georgia, which equals 62 as well, part of the story. The fourth state, dead at 4 a.m. There's even a little bit of a 201 in here because, funny enough, Royal Caribbean Cruise is 201. I'm going to skip that part of it. But here's the thing. They say that the death happened right near Freeport, Bahamas, right? She fell overboard just offshore the Freeport, Bahamas. I mean, look at it in the base ciphers. 67, 257, 86. I'm just talking about broken record. And what year did Faster Pussycat, their first album, what year did they begin recording? 86. What's Faster Pussycat equal? 86. That anniversary, it's going to have its 49th anniversary this year. Or hold on. I actually made a mistake there. I take it back. I'm wrong about that one. I take it back. That's wrong. It's going to be the 39th anniversary. Here's what is interesting, though, about the 39th anniversary and the band name equaling 49. 49 is the 33rd composite number. She's dead on 3-3. Remember, Scottish equals 49. The highest degree of the Scottish Rite is 33. The highest degree of the Scottish Rite is 33. Scottish, again, is 49, the 33rd composite number. So there is a relationship with her dying on 3-3 in light of the name of this band. And in light of it being, that 39th anniversary, not the 49th anniversary, again, March 3rd death. Masonry's got the 33 forge, the 39 anniversary, just like Federal is 3339. The Federal City is the Masonic city. You got the House of the Temple, the headquarters for the secret society there in that jurisdiction. Secrecy's 33 and 39. So that also fits in, but I need to make a correction there. Just some early morning math. And here's the thing, too, just this right here. They say that the two were together for 6 to 7 years. They have to put that in the article. I think his name is pronounced Tame, unless it's a strange spelling of Tammy. But however you say the singer's name, who lost his fiancée, they were together for 6 to 7 years. And by the way, one other thing about her being a Kim and dying on 3-3, Kim is also 33. So they gotta encode it in the article, the 6 to 7. It's right there in the location where they say she fell overboard. A U.S. Coast Guard spokesperson tells TMZ the incident happened roughly 20 miles away from Freeport, Bahamas. And 20 is not arbitrary either. I mean, death is 20. Again, time is 20. Cross is 20. Seasons is 20. The cross represents the 4 seasons. A T is a cross. A T is the 20th letter of the alphabet. So, and you know, just regards to the whole cross thing in 3:3, the common belief is Jesus sacrificed at 33 on the cross. And the church gave us the calendar and the language. So there's that one. And then Roy Ayers, jazz musician, first album in 63, dead on the 63rd day of the year, March 4th. First album, West Coast Vibes, in 63. Again, in the most simple cipher, jazz is 63. The Jazz City, New Orleans, he's dead right as Mardi Gras begins. That could be part of it as well. You know, Mardi Gras began this year on the 63rd day of the year, March 4th. He died exactly 25 weeks after his birthday. Again, you run it in reverse, those words that were 20, death, 25. It's also 97, the 25th prime number, time, 25. So dead exactly 25 weeks after his birthday in 2025. March 4th, you know, black musician, just right outside of Black History Month. Black has that 34 connection. I think it really is more about the 63rd day of the year and the first album in 63. Notice he started with United Artists. He then went to Atlantic. Remember what we just had last week? Oh, my God. Killing Me Softly. I can't think right now. Killing Me Softly singer. What's it? Roberta Flack. Roberta Flack died on the 55th day of the year. It was the anniversary of her doing her first recording session with Atlantic, which equals 55. Again, that album cover for her first album is her at the piano, which has 88 keys. She's dead at 88 on the anniversary of the first recording session. Again, 55th day of the year. So I just see that he was also, and look what year he went to Atlantic, 67. I mean, it could be connected as well. He's dead at 84. And he's dead on the Pope's 78th day of his age. Just makes you wonder, you know, the Jesuit 84-78 connection. He put out his album the year that Black History Month was recognized by the feds in 76. Remember, slave, Negro, blues, Rasta, all equal 76. Acts 7:6. 400 years of slavery, 44th book of the Bible. Barack Obama equals 76, number 44, 44 years after the Civil Rights Act. The Texas rapper, a lot of people have asked me to cover this. The reason I didn't really cover it exclusively is because there's so little information online about this rapper. It's hard for me to say anything other than it happened on the 62nd day of the year on 3/3. But the car wash thing does stand out. There's been numerous deaths in the world of entertainment. Pretty much every single one I've ever covered has been a black man murdered at the car wash. But car wash does have the Gematria 73 like sacrifice and ritual sacrifice, 28 like kill, 116 and 44 like execution. Kill is also 44. Shooting is also 44. Maybe it reminds people of Kobe and his daughter. Kobe 33. He's dead on 3/3. His rap name did equate with the location of the death. He's 30, she's 5. Put that together, you got 35, right? We see that one in rap a lot. Rap 35, Svengali 35. That represents the evil hidden hand in the entertainment industry, which is symbolized with a spider, which is another 35 word. And the only place I can find his birthday is on this website, which isn't always correct. Again, all the stories said he was 30. This website says he was 32. So I don't know what's what, but if they at least have the birthday correct, October 28th, if that's correct that was his birthday, he would have died on his 127th day of his age. And, you know, Scottish Rite of Freemasonry does have the highest degree of 33. Scottish Rite of Freemasonry 127, dead on 3/3. So But again, that has an asterisk next to it because that website, when I've gotten birthdays from there, they turn out oftentimes to not be correct. So I'd just say the most suspicious thing is the 62nd day of the year. We see that one a lot with sacrifice. Let me see. Lil Baby, father dead. Let me see if this is right. Is it Da Baby or Lil Baby? I can never remember which one it was. But I remember their father died in a 62 ritual. Let me see. I was going to pull this up from a blast from the past. Oh my God. Did I not spell baby right? No wonder. Let me just pull this up. What's the rap group that's drummers ear backwards? Ray Schmurmerd, or however you say that. I believe they lost their father in a 62 ritual too. The baby's father dies the same day his album goes #1. That was also in March. Again, March can be a fateful time leading up to the spring solstice. Baby on Baby was the name of his debut album that went to #1. He died on a day with a life lesson number of 44, big kill number. It was 97 days from the 27th birthday. Again, just death 97. It's always been a pattern, but it's been really present in 2025. And hold on. I don't, maybe I'm twisting deaths. I thought it was it. Maybe it was the Ray Schmurmerd's father. How do you spell that? Drummer's ear backwards. Hold on. Drummer's ear. RAES. Hold on. Yeah, okay. That it was 62-year-old stepfather was murdered. That's what it was. Megan Thee Stallion's mother dies. She becomes an instant radio star. The father's name was Floyd, who was killed at 62. Stepfather has the 46. Again, Genesis 46 is about sacrifice. Genesis is the first book of the Torah. Torah has the 62 connection. These were big numbers with George Floyd, too. Don't forget what they did to George Floyd at age 46. Floyd has the 62. He's from Houston, Texas, which equals 62, like Minneapolis is 62. And again, Houston, Texas also 46. And it was the Park Police, and Park is 46 and 62. Again, these numbers get put together all the time. So all the time. Floyd actually even has the 73 like sacrifice. It was 213 days after one of the members' birthdays, who has a 6-7 birthday. Death's got the 213. Also, the name of the town where the killing happened has the 213. Yeah. Again, there's a lot of these over the years. I forget, does Megan Thee Stallion spell her mom's name a funny way? Megan Thee Stallion's mother was also a March death. March is a nasty month. March is always nasty. And, you know, with regards to the 25 stuff in March, don't forget, March has the 25 Gematria and the 43. Killing is 43. RIP is 43. RIP is 43 and 25 like March. That was March 22nd. The Black youngster, he's lost 3 brothers. He lost his 3rd brother at age 33. He has the Illuminati album. Her mother died on the kill date, Megan Thee Stallion, the 44-64 date, 35 days after her birthday. Again, Raps, Svengali, Spider, Satan, Baphomet, they're all 35. Holly Thomas, her actual name equaled 149, the 35th prime. The point about Svengali and Rap, 35-46. Her last name, Pete, has the 46 in it. and the 62. She died 42 days from her 48th birthday, her mother. 42 all over Black history. Also, Masonic connection, 4248. She died 41 days before her upcoming birthday. Big mom number. They said it was a brain tumor. Just happened to be at the same time that Megan Thee Stallion becomes super popular on the radio, like the day of. Brain tumor, blood sacrifice. Soul has that 67 as well, like satanic, and it's like selling your soul to the devil, like Bob Dylan talked about on 60 Minutes with Ed Bradley. So yeah, just some few examples from the past. There's a million more. But yeah, the little girl too. And that movie they put out, or more like a TV series on Netflix more than a year ago, The Fall of the House of Usher, about how they make the deal with the devil. But the deal is, yeah, you'll become rich and powerful and famous, and you'll get everything you want in the material world in this lifetime. But I'm going to come back and collect, and you have to watch everyone in your family die before you do. So it's very obvious that there's a lot of that going on in show business. And again, just this right here. It was actually CT who asked me to look into this artist. He said she was like the Lil Kim of her time, making dirty music. And think about that. Think about a recording industry that pays people and incentivizes them to make certain types of songs, and perhaps a lot of times for the sake of agendas. The same media that's run by the same people that control these record studios, it's the same media that for years wanted to say black people are bad people, they're drug addicts, they're overly sexualized, they're sexual predators, they're violent, blah, blah, blah. CT was trying to allude to, you even had women back in the 40s, black women making crazy music. And it's like, well, you look, her recording name was Bessie Jackson, 42, 132. And then I guess when they were done with her, dead on the 132nd day of her age. And don't forget, United States of America equals 132. This country was named that 132 days from the establishment of the Illuminati. Again, May 1st, 1776 to September 9th. And yeah, just one more time, Kansas City Chiefs, 64, won the Super Bowl in their 64 season after Norma Hunt died on 6-4. This was one of the stories when they won that Super Bowl. And now, on the 64th day of the year, they're making arrests after 14 months. Again, for anyone in the sports community, see, that's the thing. There's people who understand how redundantly we talk about certain numbers with cities and teams. We call KC 14 land. So it took them 14 months to get it. And the Chiefs and 64 is a number that just smashes. And again, it's part of the reason they won the Super Bowl in their 64 season. Don't forget, in the AFC Championship, Lamar Jackson had 64 net yards at halftime. Lamar Jackson, who can scramble for 64 yards on any given play, just couldn't do anything against the Chiefs in the scripted NFL, and where the box scores are scripted game after game, perfectly to the yard. But yeah, go back and look. I mean, I tell you, go back and look at my Twitter post because I documented it that day about how laughable that was. But of course, my Twitter was recently deleted 1 week after little Puppet Musk's salute, which I called out. And like I told you that day, I said it was all synced with Werner Herzog, and some people thought that was dumb. And the next thing you know, they announced that Werner Herzog's wife died on the exact same day, did his little salute. Werner Herzog, who invented the character Elon that he portrays on the world stage. Also, just this news being on 3-5. Remember, the Chiefs lost in the first ever Super Bowl to the Packers, who scored 35 in Septenary and Chaldean Gematria. Super Bowl and football equal 35. I equals 35 as in EYE, where the shape of the football is an eye, or a Vesica Pisces, as it's known in sacred geometry. And yes, Sylvester Turner, former mayor of Houston, just became a congressman in the 18th district, dead at 70 the day after the Houston representative Al Green, not to be confused with the musician, is thrown out of the house by the numbers. Again, he became the rep for the 18th district and died 61 days later, where 61 is the 18th prime and 61 represents God in sacred geometry, where gematria means geometry and language. So just day after day. Died 159 days after his birthday. Scottish Rite, 159. Donald Trump, 159. Don't kid yourself. His death could have to do with this baseball season, which is getting underway, because the Astros won their only World Series in the time that he was the mayor. And you might recall the Astros won their first World Series in their 56th season right after the hurricane when he was the mayor, where it was literally synced with his birthday. And for anyone who thinks that's dumb, you can go back and read Vice News hit piece on me about that World Series, where we said in August why the Astros were going to beat the Dodgers. Not only did we call what day Texas was going to flood, I said why it was going to be August 27, 17, a week before it happened, but we said right then, too, why the Astros would beat the Dodgers. It resulted in Vice News writing this hit piece on yours truly. And I wish I could go back and find all my videos, because I know we called Mr. Turner's office about all of this stuff. We never got a call back, like we never do. But look, I mean, again, you serve this cabal and their code, you die by the code. And Sylvester Turner, just one of many recent examples. I mean, since that happened, we already have several more to talk about. And again, he was the 62nd mayor, symbolic number, because Houston, Texas is 62. Al Green being censured. Remember, he's born in 47, right? Censuring the action just happens to equal 47, right? So the guy born in 47 who was thrown out by number 47, this happens to him. And then just the singular of that word is 31, just like Houston. We call Houston the 31 city. And again, I mean, this stuff's stupid, right? How much money are we paying all of these people, 500 and some people, who get huge salaries, who are on vacation half the year? When they gather, they do pointless things like this. The censoring is just like a public shaming. So how much did it cost the taxpayers today for the public shaming that comes on the back of the political theater? It's just, again, you guys, that's why the federal government just has to go. It is a joke. What are you guys doing today about incredible escalating prices across the board for every American in every aspect of life? Not a damn thing. That's the answer to that question. So, and by the way, it was their policies and going along with the scandemic that led us here, and all by design, all intentional. Again, I'll remind you guys, their current salary is $174,000. Remember, beast equals 47, like government, like authority, like Republican, like Democrat, like DC, like president, like White House, like Trump. But beast is 47. Number of the beast is 174. Their salary is 174,000 at this time. And it's been that in the time of the Trump presidencies, where Trump runs on mega, the highest degree of the Church of Satan. And Obama told the joke on the Church of Satan's 45th birthday at the White House Correspondents' Dinner with Trump in attendance that he'd become number 45. And funny enough, the Church of Satan's birthday is always 45 days before Trump's. Mega, the highest degree. Don't forget when they unveiled the beast statue at the United Nations on the 174th day of the Jesuitic nation year, the first ever one, when Trump's one of those Jesuitic nations. Don't forget also that Mike Johnson's the 56th Speaker of House, right? In 56 land, but Mike Johnson, Mr. 56 up there, standing in front of the Roman fasces. And just about this rep, again, he uses his middle initial, Representative Alexander N. Green. I don't even know what his middle name is. It's just N. But notice the 144 in there, right? 144, like the United States of America's 144. Like the Jesuit suppression ended 144 days after James Madison's birthday when he was the president. Like Jesuit orders 144. Like this year, the rigged selection of Trump was 144 days after Trump's birthday, whereas in 2020, you also had a Jesuit get in there, Biden, and literally Jesuit Georgetown simulated that Biden would win 144 days before the election, the Transition Integrity Project, June 12th, 2020. And it is weird that Al Green, the singer, is 78 right now, like Trump. The most divisive State of the Union ever was 201 days after the Jesuit order's birthday. State of the Union does equal 78, like Jesuit 78. Again, like the Jesuit order's 201. It was 201 days after their August 15th birthday. Somebody protect Al Green, the singer. And then just this thing, too. Trump threatening to wipe Hamas from the face of the earth. Does it on March 5th, right? On 3/5. Remember, he rolled out his Gaza plan on the 35th day of the year. The war in Gaza was declared by Netanyahu 35 days before the Superior General's birthday. Again, Catholics 35, Holy See's 35, Jesuitism's 35. They have the Templar cross in their logo. The Templars were burned at the stake for worshiping Baphomet, 35, like Satan's 35. Trump runs on the highest degree of the Church of Satan. But again, on 3-5, he says, you know, there'll be hell to pay. Hell has the 19 and 17 like Gaza, for the record. I'm sure you remember the week before Israel's 73rd birthday when they bombed Gaza into oblivion just for show. But notice, this Saturday is going to be exactly 74 weeks after the war began, and it's going to fall on 3/8, 74-38, deadly numbers, killing 74 and 38. Again, you know, for the record, Lucifer's got that 7. Lucifer's the exact same as killing in all 4 ciphers. Lucifer with the parallels to Satan. Lucifer, who's venerated by the Masons in Morals and Dogma, the Kabbalistic text by Albert Pike. But yeah, just these phrases, last warning, just like Donald Trump, hell to pay like synagogue. You know, it's going to be exactly 74 weeks on 3/8. And again, they started bombing Gaza with this war while Gaza was still 74 years old. So now 74 weeks later, he says, this is the final straw. We'll kill every last member of Hamas. And realize what that translates to. You know, that translates usually to blowing up more hospitals, schools, civilian sites where they say Hamas is hiding under these structures. It really just results in the killing of Gazans. And then I had to laugh that the new leader of Hamas, remember before it was Sinwar, who they took out by the numbers. The new leader of Hamas is Abdel Latif el-Kanwar. I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly, but this name is perfect. 107. Is that not when the war began on 10/7, when military is 107, ritual sacrifice is 107? Trump just issued the threat specifically to them on the 64th day of the year when Israel and Zion are 64. And the 154 is interesting because the number 201, like State of Israel's 201, like the Jesuit Order's 201, like the many 201 rituals with that nation. 201 is the 154th composite number. So, yeah, more killing in March as we lead up to March 22nd. And don't forget, this war broke out 2 days before Yale turned 322 years old, where that infamous secret society Skull and Bones is located, who get their symbolism from the Templars, who are responsible for modern-day Israel being where it is, because they say that's the site of where the first 2 temples were, and that's where the 3rd temple needs to eventually go, where Al-Aqsa Mosque is today. And again, you have Donald Trump. In Israel, they sell the temple coin with his face and King Cyrus's face on it, and the 3rd temple on the other. Again, they're raising money to build the 3rd temple there eventually. And you know that when that site is destroyed, that's going to bring about a major cataclysm. Again, Christian Zionists see it as, you know, when Revelation will happen, the battle of good and evil, when Jesus will return. The Jews see it as when their Messiah will arrive. Again, that's the distinction between Judaism and Christianity. Christians believe Jesus is the Jewish Messiah returned. Jews say that he was an imposter and not the real one. And by the way, just this whole 74 thing too, right? Again, Jesus 74 from Judea, Jewish 74, cross 74, Messiah 74, gospel 74, parables 74, occult 74, Masonic 74, get holiday, which means holy day 74, on and on and on. Coming up on this big fat 74, and now he's doing it again. Hell to pay. You know, you haven't done it by this weekend, we're going to kill every last one of you. So, all in the month of March, a deadly month always. So, thank you, Crook by the Book. Appreciate the 2. And I see we're coming up on the top of the hour. I can't go too long here. Yesterday I went longer than I meant to. If anybody has anything else to hop on and share, you guys are welcome to join the stream. Maybe there's a celebrity death I missed. Maybe you have something to add to one of these that I overlooked, because I always overlook at least one thing. All week, people have been asking me to decode Angie Stone's death. I did. I don't know why it's so hard for people to navigate YouTube and click on the videos tab and the live tab and just do a quick scan to see what's there. But I just keep getting requests to cover Angie Stone's death. I covered it after the news broke. I guess I can do that right now because I'm sure there's somebody out there who was just about to leave that comment. Again, they said it was a car crash. She was in hip-hop's first female trio, Trio 3, dead on the first day of the third month. She was in the sequence, which equals 49, like her birth name, Angela Brown. She went by the recording name Angela Stone, but she died on 49 date numerology. Angela Brown also equals 59, like her hit song, No More Rain, big number with Black History Month. Her last full day on this earth was the 59th day of the year. She died early in the morning, March 4th. They said she died at about 4 a.m. en route to the fourth state, when 4 is the number associated with death. They said the man that ran into her was a 33-year-old. Seen this a number of times with celebrity car accidents, that the other driver's 33. Makes me think it's some kind of federal Masonic cover-up. Again, federal, Masonry, police, order, secrecy, all 33. It's always on the interstate, which are federal roadways, because they get federal funding. The child told the story Diamond, whose name equals 33. Her first album was Black Diamond. They had to give you this detail about kilometers from Montgomery, 5 and 8. Freemasonry equals 58, like Rosicrucian, like secret society, where Freemasonry has that top degree of 33. And again, just dead 73 days after her birthday. Sacrifice 73, 46. Her name Angie Stone, 46. Dead 46 years after the recording career began in 79. Ritual Sacrifice, 73. The first album, solo album, Black Diamond, 73. That album debuted at number 46. And then her record label. She died on the 60th day of the year. Arista Records 60. It's got the 201, 93, 150, all big Illuminati numbers. And again, for all the people out there that say, how can they keep a lid on this? I mean, I don't know why you guys have to ask that question if you weren't born yesterday. How many people just shut up and do their job because they need to get paid? How many people are in secret societies where if they don't shut up, they're going to end up in the obituaries? And if they say anything, imagine a cop came out and said, oh, yeah, I was in on the ritual murder of Angie Stone and everyone should know about this. The headlines are going to say, quack cop comes out and blurts out conspiracy theory nonsense. And then probably 2 days later, he'd be found dead in his car from natural causes and nobody'd blink an eye. I mean, that's the world we live in. Also, King Richard had some great additions to this. She joined the Women's Songwriters Hall of Fame. You can look this up on June 8th, 2024. She died exactly 38 weeks later. Exactly 38 weeks on the nose. Like death, murder, killing, RIP are all 38. Again, 38 and 34 are big with rappers and deaths in history. Rapper 38, 34 like murder. Look at Angie B, her rap name, 38, 34. That was her rap name with the sequence, Angie B. And then King Richard had another one, too, about she died 44 days after the anniversary of the establishment of her fraternity that she was in. Again, and she was en route to Georgia, 44, dead at 4 a.m. Again, kill 44, execution 44. So, okay, yeah, King Richard has some nice additions to what I put out. Again, he's one of the top researchers in the community. But yeah, it's just, March is here. Every year it gets nasty in March as you approach the solstice. And again, March does have the gematria like RIP. So we got a few more people who hopped on here. We got Hex Hollow and then Eloy. Let me make sure the audio settings are good. We should be good. All right, Hex Hollow's up first. What's up, Hex Hollow?
Hey, Jack. I was really calling in because I missed your stream yesterday, and I just wanted to share some stuff on top of just adding some things on to what you're talking about. So, just about your stream yesterday on how gematria is important. I don't know if you remember me telling you this, but my birthday is actually 9/11/2003, and like my whole life, I always just had an attraction to like net letters, numbers, and just language and things like that. And funny thing about that is like the first time I ever heard about 9/11 was through Family Guy. Was It's just pretty ironic because Family Guy is another 119, and um
Family
even when
Guy's
I
had some serious rituals and predictive programming with their cartoons over
oh
the years,
yeah,
but go ahead.
but even like when I type my mom's birthday and my sister's birthday, they equal 119. And even I'll put my full name, it equals 223. And my sister's birthday happens to be February 23rd. So, it, I never really thought this shit was arbitrary because I found you. Like, I actually stumbled across your videos, probably like 2017 when you were talking about the chump and uh, all the shit he was doing then, but I didn't really like fully like lock into your videos until like 2019 when it got to the Nipsey Hussle shit and Event 201. Event 201. And even like all the Kobe stuff and just like because when I found like because when I found out all about the Kobe things, like all the 113 connections and shit like that, and uh yeah, everything with that, it really just like blew my mind and really just made me want to just lock into this work more. I don't know if you've seen, but on Max, they're releasing a new I guess documentary on Kobe. And the funny thing about that is it comes out March 3rd. Is the crazy part about that is
So it just came out like Kobe's 33. Okay.
yeah, comes out, no, not March 3rd. Sorry, I misspoke. March 11th. Sorry.
Oh,
March
like
11th.
Kobe Bryant's 113, the
There you go.
anniversary of the pandemic after his death and his burial in Corona del Mar. Okay.
Yep. March 11th. And yeah, and also like even like going to the number 88, like even when I put my full name in the pure cipher equals 88, and as we know, 88 is the 119th composite number. So like anybody out there that's skeptical about this just goes to show like you can use me as an example. This is not arbitrary because I those are just some examples I gave on 119, and I have like a whole list of words that equate to 119, 44, 222, 223. I have a whole list of those words, but I just wanted to share that because I missed your live stream yesterday. But adding on to this, because I'm a musician myself, and I have cousins that make music, and they're like, I guess you could say, in the music game, and like it's really weird, like even if you don't want to, like just the whole vibe of the whole energy. I misspoke. The whole vibe of everything that happens in the music industry, because like my cousin, he engineers for one of the top studios in Vegas, and like they have a whole bunch of big names that come and record there. And funny thing about that is it's like if you, I don't know, record any music that's somewhat positive or has a good message in it, nobody gives a shit. Like naturally, even if we're not talking about like music executives, nobody cares if you're talking about uplifting people. But if you're talking about selling drugs and killing people and doing all that bullshit, oh, you're gonna shoot to the skies. And I try to like inform my cousin into this. I try to inform him about the work, about the knowledge, but it kind of goes on deaf ears, right? Because my cousin, he's very talented, and he has access to like very substantial people, but they don't know that there's this whole code that goes around that the whole code picks and chooses who's going to blow up next and who's going to, you feel me, who's going to do what, who's going to do that, and whose number is up. So uh I hope like someday like my cousin can at least hear this work and realize what he's doing, because even like because a lot of people, like when you bring up numbers and numerology, they start rolling their eyes and oh, like they start treating you like you're the fucking idiot. But that's all music is just musical concepts. That's all music is. Like even on a basic level, if you don't want to like get into all the, the numerology and gematria things, know that everything is a numerical construct. So um and yeah, and would it just be in March? Oh yeah. By the way, thank you, because I put some money on that Warriors and Who did they play against? Warriors and Knicks game. Yeah, I did real well on that because it was Tuesday. Because I looked at it, it was Tuesday and it was the Warriors playing Mars Warriors. So that was pretty easy one right there. But yeah, and this knowledge, like, I gamble and whatnot, but I really just more so care about the knowledge and just care about like what the knowledge can do for people and opening people's eyes. The gambling is cool. The gambling aspect is a good aspect of it, I guess, if you want to look at it like that. But that's not like really my main priority with this work. Like I'm really more so like how you said, looking at it as a way of solving riddles that are happening in real time, and I guess looking out for things that might happen based off of certain numerical patterns and certain phrases people say and certain things they do after year. So yeah, I just wanted to share all that. I don't think I have any more to add, but I just missed your live stream and I wanted to come on and say all this. And yeah, thank you for everything you do, Zach. And yeah, just keep pushing forward, keep putting out that good work, man.
I
Appreciate
appreciate
everything
it.
you do.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank you.
sir.
Thank you for spreading the work too. I appreciate that.
No problem.
All right, you take care. All right. Eloy's next, then Mike Moon, and then Rich. Eloy.
What up, brother? What's up, Zach? Hey, just wanted
Yeah,
to
how you
talk
doing?
about. I know you probably. Hey, how you doing? I don't know if we're having a late delay.
I think you got your video on in the background.
Can you hear me good?
Maybe a little connection issue. When you're on
Sounds,
StreamYard, you close the YouTube video.
Yeah, I don't have it open on my phone. It's just streaming on StreamYard.
Huh. I don't know.
No, I just wanted to mention. So I'm pretty sure you touched on the topic of that crazy story in Mexico with those dismembered bodies, pretty much. I thought it was funny that well, not funny, but I thought it was crazy that they did the 5 bodies up front, 4 bodies in the back. 5 to 4, 5 4. So I don't know. I think it was obviously another Jesuit ritual. And then with the 8 hands in the bag.
Okay. It looks like a lot of sources. Well, some people. Yeah. So the story, I don't know. Some sources are breaking it today. Some broke it yesterday. Just the 9 stands out today because the date numerology is 9. I didn't hear about this story. I'd have to look into it.
Oh, I thought you. Oh, Mom said my bad. I thought you covered it, but I thought it was just crazy. Missing. They first were reported all missing on the February. I'm sorry, February 28th.
A story to scare spring breakers, essentially. It's essentially a story to scare spring breakers, right?
They come up dismembered. So.
Okay.
So I thought it was crazy, and maybe another ritual for matches. So making it scared to travel. I don't know. Could be a lot of things behind it. That, and then I don't know if it's true or not, but they also said that the U.S. Well, Mexico is closing the border. The border is closed on Mexico. I guess Mexico is shut down. Have you heard of that?
Eloy, your connection's really struggling today. It's hard to hear what you're saying.
Oh, sorry. No, I just wanted to get that story across, and that, and also I don't know if you've heard of Mexico shutting down its border.
Mexico shut down its border. I didn't know about
Is that
that
true?
either. No.
Do you know?
I didn't hear about that.
Okay. That was all today. I just thought maybe I'd kind of have you look or see if you could look into that Mexico thing. I don't know.
Okay. All right. I'll check it out.
Let's go. Zach.
All right. Appreciate it. Thank you, Eloy.
All right, brother.
All right. Take care, man. All right. What's up, Rich?
Yo, what's up, Zach?
How you doing?
Hey, did I know you covered the death of Lil Ronnie, right? The rapper that got killed on March 3rd.
I didn't know much to say about it because there's not much information about him.
Yeah, they put out the killers yesterday. If you look it up, just go on Twitter and look it up. You'll see that one of them was born on March 22nd.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah, one was born on March 22nd, and the other one was born on December 3rd. And that's funny because it's like when Nipsey Hussle died at age 33. Remember how 90 was important to that death? One of the killers born on December 3rd. That means that dude died 90 days after his birthday. And when you write out 90, it equals 33, like date March 3rd. But that's
Yeah.
not the part. That's not the part that's important. The
Have
part
you
that
ever seen anything like this before where they got the mugshots with the date of birth? It's like they want you to see it.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I seen that on Twitter last night. I'm like, come on. And the first one I seen was born on March 22nd. I'm like, come on, 322. No, but that's not the part that I want to that was most important, man. If you just measure their dates from the day they were born, March 22nd, 2000, and December 3rd, 2003, you'll see that they were born. Just look it up. 193 weeks apart from each other. And Forest Hill, Texas equals 193, and that's the 44th prime number. Shooting, gunfire, execution, and kill equal 44. That's the part that I wanted to mention.
Yeah, yeah. What do you know? What do you
There
know?
you go. You got it right there on the screen. You see that?
And just the
0322.
one dude has a cross in the middle of his head. I mean, people think of
Yep.
Jesus on the cross at 33. The killing's on 33.
Yep. And that became very popular with 21 Savage, putting that on his in between his eyes. And think about that. Bible equal 21, like Jesuit. Cross got a lot to do with the Bible.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, and that's becoming more of a big theme too. You know, these Jesus piece. Well, not recently, but you know, yeah, Tupac and Biggie doing that. But yeah, the thing with the tattoo, the cross in the middle, they face that's becoming more popular too. So yeah. Oh yeah. One of them is named. Think about it too. 322. One of them has the last name Russell, right? You think about the Russell Trust Association with Skull and Bones.
Yeah.
322. That's their number. So,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I figured I'd point that out, man. But yeah, 100. I mean, what are the odds of that? They're born 193 weeks apart from each other, and they're doing this shooting. I
Here,
mean,
I'll put that up so everyone can see that.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, put that up there. Yeah, 2000. Yeah, December 3rd, 2003. I think one of them was born on 38 date numerology too, if I'm not mistaken.
193 weeks on the nose. And what is it? Forest Hill, Texas.
Yeah, right. We read out Forest Hill, Texas.
Yeah.
There you
Most
go.
simple cipher.
Yep, 193. Hey, when you write out because the name of that the name of that car wash, if you look it up, it's called Slappy's Car Wash. That equals 118, like death and homicide. They got some
Kind of like
interesting
hip
numbers
hop's
on it too.
birthday, August 11th.
Yep.
Slappy's
Yep.
Car Wash.
Yep. Slappy's Car Wash, Forest Hill. Yep, that's where they supposedly got killed at.
Huh. Look at what road it's on.
Bryant Irving Road.
Father, daughter, Bryant.
Yep. Oh man, you see what I mean? 65. Did it say 6,500?
Hold on. Here it's 6,500 Forest Hill
6,500
Drive. Hold
music.
on.
Music
Maybe
equals
they have
65.
a location on. Maybe they have multiple locations. Maybe one's on
Maybe
Bryant.
they do. Yeah, maybe they do.
But that's still interesting if they have a location on Bryant. It's coming up in their description.
Yeah, I don't know which one they got killed at because I'm pretty sure they got multiple locations. But yeah, I seen that, and then I just seen yesterday they put out the
Oh, that's the
supposed
one in Fort
suspects.
Worth. Okay, so they got one in Fort Worth that's on Bryant.
Yep. Yeah, because I seen that they were reporting that he got killed in Fort Worth, but he didn't get killed in Fort Worth. He got killed in Forest Hill, Texas. That's actually right outside Fort Worth.
Right.
Because I've been to Texas before. I've been to Houston, so yeah, I know all about that. So, but yeah, that's about it, man. That's all I had. But yeah, that right there. I mean, the 44 right there. And what are we always talking about, Zach? 44 in shootings, right? We're always talking about it, right? 44 in shootings.
Just so people understand how these numbers come together too, like 193. Secretary of Defense is 193. That's the 44th prime number. That's the leader of the military. Right now we have a 44-year-old Secretary of Defense who was
Remember,
put in by the
Mad
absolute
Dog
Jesuit
equal
code.
44.
But yeah, so yeah, it's just a
Mad
big
Dog
time
Madden.
pattern. 193 and 44. This case, shooting 44. Yeah.
Yep. And not only that, every time one of these, it's not even just one of these shootings. It's like a mass shooting, like a school shooting. Like it's always has the 44 in it. It's because like, and they always have to report like some of these shooters are like reportedly from military families or, you know what I'm saying, in the military or former military, ex-military. Like, I don't know how people don't see that, man. I mean, it's like they literally put it in your face and people don't get it.
Yeah.
It's sickening, man. It's sickening.
You know, I looked at their birth numerology, right? One of them has a 45, like hip hop 45, and the other has a 38, like
that's what I just pointed it out. Yeah, one of them has 38 date numerology. Yep. I think it's the second suspect, the one born on December 3rd.
Russell has the 38.
Yep. 38. You know what's funny? We're talking about skull and bones. Brotherhood of death equals 83. Murder 38 and 83.
See, what we need is to be able to interview two guys like this. If they really are some kind of hit squad, I want to know how they got put together because I know it wasn't natural. It's like,
nah, that's not organic right there. I mean, what are the odds of that shit? 193 weeks apart, exactly on the nose. Like, come on, man. And we're always talking about this shit. 44 in shootings, man. If it's not 38, it's 44.
Yeah, and it fits perfectly with the location. So.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, you know what I mean? It's sickening, man. Hey, you know what their ages? You know what? If you add up their ages, it equals 45. Like hip hop.
Well, one would have been 24, almost 25, and the other would have just
21.
turned 21.
21, yep. 21, yep. 45. Hip hop, 45. Ritual equal 45. But yeah.
And hold on. Well, there was something about 197 and his. What did I say about his death?
I think you. It was the name of the
car wash is 197, the 45th prime.
Yeah, because I was just seeing your post on that. I'm like, let me see if he covered the death of Lil Ronnie. I never listened to a lot of his music, but man, there's probably more to it that I'm not even looking at. Yeah,
the one is born on the date, leaving 28 days left in the year. Car wash 28, 44. So yeah, it connects in just too many ways.
We were just talking about that yesterday when we were with Takeoff dying in Houston, which is in Texas.
Yeah.
Remember, Takeoff died at age 28, and the 28 state and order statehood is now equal 28, dead at age 28. I mean, come on, man. And that's what I'm saying. It's embarrassing when you got a lot of these fucking clowns making videos talking about these people dying, and they're not even talking about the important part. Like I said, I was watching some dude yesterday. Check him out. His name's Blackie Speaks. If you ever get a chance, watch that video he made on Takeoff. It's embarrassing. Not even talking about the real points. I had to get up in this comment section and give them some real knowledge.
Well, you see a lot of veterans in this community doing that too. They might finally hit the important point 30 minutes into the video with all this stuff in the beginning. It's like, who's gonna like this is just too nonsensical. This is like too loopy. I mean, why not just ride on what the community's been showing for over a decade? So that's the whole thing that the people who are the most dedicated decoders do the worst decodes. And they're starting to get a lot of traction. Some of these channels are getting as many views as me, which is annoying me too, because I'm like, God, now bad decodes are getting.
Call me Kinfolk.
He's getting even more. He's getting even more.
Look at his subscribers. What does he have? 100K now?
He's over 100K, yeah. So.
It's like, man, you know, I should be getting 100K, and it's not I know hating type shit. It's just like, you know, I should be getting 100K views. I mean, shit, you should be at 100K. I mean, why is a guy like Call Me Kinfolk at 100K?
Well, I would have been at 100K a bunch of times on past channels, but this channel is not even allowed to grow. And again, they don't want to let you. They're never going to let me get to 100K because they have to send you a YouTube plaque thing. It's just like the sports channel was about to hit 100K March 2 years ago, and then overnight it dropped 6,000 subs to 89,000.
Yeah, 89,000.
It's just been stuck on 89,000 for 2 years.
It's at 90 now. It's been stuck at 90 for a while.
The sports channel?
Yeah.
I don't think it has. I think it's on 89. Let me see.
Really?
Where's Gematria Effect Sports?
Shit, I know the feeling, man. I've lost 4 channels due to putting out the work, man. I've lost about 4 channels. So can you imagine losing 25?
Sports. No, it's still on 89.3K subs, exactly where it's been for 2 years.
Damn.
Because you look at my thing every month, it's like I lose 20 subs on average a month. It's been that way for 2 straight years.
I noticed people be getting unsubbed too from your channel too. They be getting unsubbed and they don't get no notifications. That's been going on too, because I got a lot of people subscribe to me and they're like, I'm not getting no notification that you're going live or I'm unsubbed from your channel. But
yeah.
But yeah, I figured I'd bring that up, man. But I mean, come on, man. People out there, if anybody out here watching, because I know everybody's more in tune with the sports, and whenever you make a video about a rapper, you know, that gets the most views.
Not
You know what I'm
anymore.
saying?
Now that doesn't get any views. Nothing gets any views anymore. Everything's 2,000 views by default. It's just like it's gonna be a 2K video.
I just get one more thing before I get off, man. I just get hella like I don't. When people like Andrew say, "Hey, you need to predict something right now," or any of his followers say that, it's like, bro, you called King Von's death right before it happened. I was there. It was March 2020, and you said King Von needs to watch out because he has the 38 and 34 in his name.
We called a lot of things since before that, since after that.
Yep.
Again.
Yep. Exactly. But hey,
All
appreciate
things
it,
every
Zach.
day in the world of sports. Another very solid day in the world of sports yesterday. So
yep, rigged sports. These sports games is completely rigged, man, and sick because they not only is it rigged, but it's paying tribute to history that's in the past.
Yeah.
So
indeed.
Yeah. All right, hey, appreciate it, Zach. Don't mean to take up any more of your time, but I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
All right. Take care, Rich.
All right, you too.
And again, for people who want to learn more about this, on my website, you can get the ebooks. You can get these books on Amazon and other places. They sell them in physical copy, but again, ebooks, not a bad way to go about it. You get the whole book at a way discounted price that's easy to search. Just doing like a Control F, searching for key things in here. Again, number games. This book came out in the middle of 2020, explaining why the scandemic would end as soon as the year of the tiger came around. Exactly what it did. Major prediction about a major scam. Written down in pages of a book published way before it happened. You don't really need to make any more predictions outside of that when we already have 1,000 more to add on top of it. But again, it's probably the biggest event of everybody's lifetime, and we had it all figured out before it came. And once it came, we knew when it was going to end from the beginning. So. Just for the person in the chat who's like, I don't know if I want to share this, just making the whole chat about you. Again, no offense, but like you don't matter. I mean, you do, but your whole input in the chat is all about you. And I want to share this. I just like contribute to the actual conversation that's being had here. So again, we live in a world of people worshiping celebrity where these people are literally getting murdered in sacrificial rituals. Doesn't matter if it's, TV shows, movies, music, sports, government. Again, that's the conversation, not you. What's up, Mike Moon?
How you doing, Zach?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, man, I just want to hop on and let you know, as always, thank you for the knowledge, man. I just wanted to kind of let people know, like, and emphasize how important it is what you do every day, man. Like, I don't think people really understand that you are exposing something that an entity has been using against us for who knows how long, man. So the fact that you're even able to be aware of it and let people know about it's like it's a tremendous service to the world, man. Like, for real. And I don't want to toot your horn or nothing like that, dude, but it's like, again, I've said it to you before, man. The fact that you can do it every single day with some of the dumbest people questioning you and trying to say that you're lying and all of this stuff, man, it's just a testament to who you are as an individual. With that being said, Zach, I truly also credit you for the integrity that you have for knowing this knowledge, because one thing people overlook is that you could keep this knowledge to yourself and probably benefit a ton more, whether it be financially, whatever it may be, by you keeping it to yourself, and yet you still day in and day out give the information for free to people like nothing. And it's amazing, man. So thank you for that, dude. Again, you've helped my family tremendously with the work alone. So I appreciate that. And people don't understand, man, dude, my son can fucking look at a YouTube video and I'll get notifications about these pages all day. I watch every single one of your videos and yet I get nothing. I don't get a notification. I don't get told, if I don't consistently, pop up on your page, I'm not going to know what's going on. And that just goes to show how much they don't want you to be out here and telling the truth, man. So sorry to ramble. Thank you for the rant time. And again, man, thank you for everything you do, Zach.
Appreciate it, Mike. Thank you for being a member of the community.
Yes,
Dedicated
sir. Thank you.
supporter is Mike Moon. Wish I had more of you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, brother.
All right, take care. All right, I think we're going to leave it there for now. I got to start the Patreon stream here in about 30 minutes, and I got to do a couple things before then. I went overtime again. I just can't help myself. All right, for the person who's talking a lot about themselves, saying they're trying to help out, I suppose, but honestly, here's things I don't like people talk about. When people come in the chat and they're talking about how they're being gang stalked and all this, and Zach, talk about gang stalking more. It's a topic I don't care to talk about. And sometimes I think that people are just paranoid. I do know that gang stalking exists to an extent. I had to deal with some of it. Tomorrow's the anniversary of me being arrested 10 years ago. And I don't like to talk about that day and what happened because it's only going to be detrimental to people who are already paranoid and scared to contribute because something might happen to them. But that was a really weird day for me because when I finally got released from jail at the end of the day, I had 2 pickup trucks full of guys come park out front of my house and just stand in front of my house with guns, which freaked out my lady neighbors who are 2 twin sisters who live next to each other. And they didn't know what that was all about, but I knew it had something to do with the ritual that was going on with me. And I know that was some kind of gang stalking. But again, you can't just my whole focus becomes, I got gang stalked. People need to know about gang stalking. It's like, well, look, here's what I can tell you. I survived past that day. People tried to intimidate, harass, threaten 1,000 different ways. A little more than a year later, I had the threat for Christmas Eve and the car crashed through the house that day. Again, I mean, the one thing I can tell you is all these people are trying to do is scare you. So, if you've suffered some gang stalking, toughen up, get yourself a protection device. And if you have to use it, I suppose you have to use it. But so many people are focused on those kind of things all the time. And ultimately, those things aren't going to build more truth seekers. They're only going to build more paranoia, more fear, which is exactly what they want. So if you're a guy and that happened to you, be a man. Protect yourself. But yeah, it's not worth dwelling on about. It's not worth dwelling on about. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what they want you to do. Thank you again, Roblanto. Big ones, I think, in back-to-back days. I appreciate it. You met your quota for the year. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, anyhow, we'll leave it there for now, you guys. And if you guys are new here and are trying to get more information, I suggest you do read my ebooks. I made them free on my Patreon too. If you search for the free posts in the past on Patreon, you can find free downloads of these. Or if you want to support the work, they're $5 each, and it's actually a good way to support the book. Because the thing is, if you buy my book on Amazon, you get a physical copy. Well, understand if you buy the green versions on Amazon, they support a woman named Anne. I'm allowing her to publish that book. In that's an 800-page book. So she's putting it out in volume 1, volume 2, volume 3 until she gets all 800 pages and X amount of volume she's going to do. But if you buy the green one on Amazon, the physical copy, that supports Ann. And I gave her permission to do that. If you buy number games, I do get some of the proceeds, but the price has gotten kind of expensive for number games on Amazon. I don't control the price. I still get the same amount no matter what the price is on there. I get $2 a copy. I actually get $4.50 when you buy the digital versions on my website. So that's the best way to support me through buying the book. But if you want a physical copy, I understand. And I do wish more people bought the books because honestly, I pay a bill every month to have this for sale. And the bill every month is $150. And the net sales of the books each month are usually, right now I average about 1 to 2 sales per month. So I actually pay way more in the expense of having this up here. In a sense, I should almost just shut it down. But then people don't have access to it either. So anyway, if you guys do want to support the book, that is a way to get it. And thank you as well, Boondock. Appreciate the late contribution. So, all right, I'm going to wrap it up for there. Again, thank you to everyone who hits the like and the share. Thank you to everyone who supports the work. For all you guys, for all the people out there that only support the work during football season, it really does drive me nuts. Why can't you guys just stay around for the year? The price is not expensive, and you know what? We're doing awesome right now. All you guys who only play in football season, you're missing out. Winning days consistently, day after day. We haven't had a losing day since the Super Bowl, so it's weird to watch people fall off. Again, you guys are too addicted to certain sports. It's like you're not doing what I'm teaching you to do. You're staying addicted to the sports you like. You're only playing the game because you want to watch the game. Again, don't watch the game just to take advantage of the rig game. You don't even know the sport to take advantage of the same rig number systems day after day over and over. So anyway, yeah, we will leave it there. And until next time.